Hi there, my name is Gianna Massaro. I'm an equestrian vaulter and a Junior World Championship silver medalist, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to do a handstand roll on the barrel. Now before you take it to the barrel, or especially the horse, it's super important that you have a really solid handstand and handstand roll on the ground. A couple of drills for that would be a handstand hold against the wall or against a barrel. Ideally just your hips and your lower abs are touching the wall and your feet are a little bit over your head, pushing through your shoulders. The next drill I would have you do would be core conditioning. Ab strength is super important for any kind of handstand or handstand variation, and you'll find if your handstands just don't seem to be working one day, it's probably because you haven't warmed up your abs. Finally, make sure you have a solid forward roll and handstand forward roll on the ground. Really working on rounding out your back and not landing flat or hard on the ground. So once you have a super solid handstand roll on the ground, then you can take it to the barrel. Step number 1 is going to be your setup. Begin holding the grips. You can either hold them parallel or forward. I personally recommend holding them parallel because you have more control front to back, but that is vaulter's choice. You also want to start with your back flat and your head up. It's really important that you don't round out your back because it's going to make your kick up even harder. Step number 2 is going to be your kick up. You're going to kick your top leg towards the back while moving your shoulders towards the neck. Shifting the shoulders towards the neck is super important because that's what balances you and gets you stacked up on top, especially if you're going to be holding your handstand before you roll out. And then step number 3 is the roll. So you're going to hold your handstand ideally at least one stride. If you're going for the R, where you're going to hold your handstand before you roll out, then you're going to be holding your handstand separate, and that'll be, at least 3 strides. But if you're just doing the handstand roll, hold it ideally one stride so that the judges can see that you're in control. And then you're just going to be bending your arms, descending as controlled as possible into your shoulder stand and rolling out of that. It's really important that you roll out your back and you're not landing flat because that's going to hurt your horse. One last thing to note, if you do take your handstand roll to the horse, remember that your horse is moving forward and so your handstand roll will be traveling backward. That means you won't have to kick up as much, you'll have more power, especially if your horse has a high wither, which is helpful in the sense that you don't have to kick as hard, but also remember that you're going to have to slow down your descent even more to make it soft on your horse's back.